quarter Friday Community Connect. We're going to be going through a lot of different things, and hopefully we can get you great information and answer any questions you might have. Welcome, and thanks for joining us. Go. And just some pictures of our kids doing what they do. We are K-12 gifted education for the whole child. So today's agenda, we're going to go over upcoming events for third quarter. I won't hit on everything, but some major events. Our charter renewal, high school and FRCC classes, car line, enrollment and intent to return, school board appreciation month, upcoming board elections, and our book fair this month. So some big upcoming events.
I mean, it's fine. I can improve like a
big upcoming events. Our intent to return is due today. I'll talk about it later. Book fair preview is Monday, next Monday, the 23rd. We have a K-8 field trip to Drums of the World on Tuesday, the 24th. We have the book fair Tuesday through Friday, the 24th through the 27th. And K-12 applications for 23-24 school year are due next Friday, the 27th. Lottery results then are emailed out to families the following Friday on February 3rd. We have Kindness Week coming up in February, and team presentations to our board of directors in February as well. If you'd like to join in, there's some great information about all the teams that night. And then our third quarter conferences are March 9th and 10th. So to get that on your calendars. Now, yes, there are spirit nights and skate nights and things like that that'll be coming out to you from our events committee in our newsletters and also from your advocacy teacher in their weekly bulletins. So keep an eye out for those events as well. Westgate received a 5-year renewal. I can't be more excited than this. This is the best that Adams 12 gives to charters, and we receive no contingency. So this is very exciting. There's nothing we have to do over the next 5 years. We just get to deepen our practice and become more Westgate over the next 5 years. And then in the 27-28 school year, we will do renewal again. So this was an exciting process. I want to thank the renewal committee who, without our work, our collective work, this could not have happened so smoothly for our school. So I want to thank Holly Peterson and Rochelle Goforth and Chelsea Crow and Terry Garrick and Michelle Zelis-Hahn and Cassie Siebold for doing all of this work to get our application into the district and invite the district into our school to see what we do here, which resulted in them really finding our school to be a unique and value add to the district. And so that's very exciting. So just to give you a little bit of update where we've come in the last 5 years, and it's amazing. We were a performance rated school every single year since then. We updated our mission and vision last year through a vote of the entire community. Now it's more clearly stated and more aligned with what we do every single day at Westgate. We had clean audits each year, and we have increased our fund balance each year as well financially. Our graduation rate, it's 100% now. We only had one student in those 5 years that did not graduate on time, but they did graduate, and that's the most important thing. We have hired our full-time RN on staff, Ms. Hobson, making our school safer for our students and for our staff. We have increased our mental health team by so much. It was so amazing to me. It's only been 5 years that we went from one counselor on staff to 2 counselors and 1 school psychologist. And also we have Pete, our full-time facility dog that came onto staff. And we completed phase 2 of our environmental campus, which completed 6 acres. We still have some planting to do and some other things and ideas on the horizon, but we want to take stock in what we did complete in the last 5 years. We had building updates, so many building updates that included ADA compliance and just better ease of use for ADA. We did so much cosmetically, paint, new furniture in the classroom, new lobby furniture. We installed that security vestibule at the front desk, and we repaired our roof and repaired our and sealed our parking lot. So lots happening around the campus in 5 years. And if you think COVID happened in there and we really couldn't do any work inside the building during that time. So this is a lot of work to be done. Our high school peer mentoring program was highlighted on NPR. We were featured in the Upstanders film by IndieFlix that was all about bully prevention and what some of the things we do here at Westgate to keep our students safe and our community looking at preventing bullying rather than on the backside of what happens when bullying happens. And then this year we were named 9 News Cool School and so many other things during those years. Survived COVID, made it through all of the quarantines and things like that, and really coming back to traditions this year, which is very, very exciting. I want to say congratulations not only to our high school students, but to Miss Autumn Washington, our high school counselor, as well as all of the high school teachers. This year, our fall, students had a 95.4 pass rate in their FRCC classes. That means C or higher, so it's not D's, it's C's and higher at that 95%. And 95% of our students will be taking classes this semester, spring semester, and our spring semester started Tuesday, January 27th. So we're back into spring semester. Our kids are going to classes, and our freshmen who were sort of 50-50 fall semester of students taking classes and not taking classes, the majority now are taking classes, and it's very exciting to see them get on that bus and go to Front Range and begin their journey towards their associate's degree. So congratulations, really well done, students and staff in the high school. Very exciting. Want to talk a little bit about Carline. We have to do this after every big break that happens. We slow down a little bit, and the weather hasn't been helping us the beginning of this third quarter. Please stay off your phones. This is a reminder from T and Jim. A reminder to everyone that Carline, to me, is the most dangerous time of the day when students are either running out of school to their cars and may, slip between a car to get in, especially that after school car line. We want to make sure that we're paying attention and off our phones. Drive carefully. We still have, even though the facilities team has been out plowing and putting salt down and doing all of the work, shoveling, there still are patches of black ice when it gets sunny during the day and things melt and then it gets cooler or the clouds come in. Just be very, very careful driving during car line. Morning supervision begins at 7:45. At 7:45, we're asking students, get out of the cars, and the cars need to start moving. If you don't want to leave your child until supervision comes out or until the doors open, then please come after 7:50. Don't wait in line. People need to get to work. They need to get on to their day. So come a little later if you're one of those, I want to see my child walk into the building at 7:50. But at 7:45, we're really going to be asking kids get out of those cars and the cars begin to move. School starts at 8 a.m. and that's when supervision ends. And I know that parents would like, and we would love to have more staff out there, but we all have to be in the building with kids, working with kids at 8 a.m. So we will really want to sort of just impress upon you how important it is to be here on time. Now, there are two options if you do get here after 8 a.m. We have some big kid parents who still come through Carline and will let their kids out and walk. If you are in Carline after 8 a.m., this is the time to be extra careful when driving. Watch kids, make sure that you are watching that kids aren't running out to cross to get to the school. If that is not for you, please park and walk your child out. There's nothing that says that after 8 o'clock, you can't park in the visitors section, and just walk your child to the door, make sure they get in, and please just keep an eye out as you're leaving that students may be coming in on foot or bike, things like that. There's no early dismissal but after 3:15. So don't come to the door at 3:20 or 3:25 and try to avoid Carline if you have an early appointment, and your student will not be released. There's a lot of transitions happening at that time, and it's very difficult to find kids and get them out, as well as we're trying to prepare the students to get out to Carline. So no early dismissal after 3:15. If you're after 3:15, you'll be asked to get into Carline. Afternoon Carline begins at 3:30. You'll see our staff walk out a few minutes ahead of time, start getting those numbers in, but please plan to pick up your child prior to 4 o'clock. We have had more and more students sort of being picked up at 4:10, 4:15. The day for staff ends at 4 o'clock. We do not have staff to watch them, and we want to protect all of our staff members and their family time and their home time, that they can leave the building at 4 o'clock. So please plan on being here before 4 o'clock. If you're going to be late, make sure you're calling to let us know, but also register for Champions. Your child can go there as a drop-in before or after school, and make sure that that you give a call. We can let Champions know. You can also email or call Champions directly to let them know. And it's a safe place with supervision until 6 p.m. every night. So it's a wonderful program. Kindness Week is coming up in February, and I wanted to let parents know about this. You'll be hearing more from teachers. This is a Westgate tradition that we do on Valentine's Day, but the entire week we focus on kindness. So students will be going out to neighborhood organizations and businesses to give kindness this year, and we're excited about that. So Monday is we look at words of affirmation and encouragement. Students will be doing things in advocacy each day with these themes, and we're hoping that parents will partner with us. You know, write a letter, send a text, make a phone call to someone you appreciate, have your child be a part of that. If somebody needs encouragement in your life, give them a call. On Tuesday, it's acts of service, because that's Kindness Day, and we go out in service and gratitude to our community. Students create kindness cards and deliver them throughout the community. Wednesday is quality time, where we say, you know, spend quality time with the people you care about, play a board game, finish a puzzle, help somebody cook dinner, eat around the table together. Thursday is the last day of the week. Students will be here, and that's a day of giving. You can share a small gift with someone who's important to you. Maybe cook a meal for someone who's important to you. Bake a treat, make a craft, draw a picture. Give something from your heart to someone else to let them know that you care about them. And then Friday is a staff professional day. There's no school, and there's no school that Monday either. It's President's Day. So it's a long weekend for families, but we call this Feel Good Friday. The events committee and the community do great things for our staff. And we do a lot of self-care and work that day that makes the school better and helps teachers feel that they're ahead of the game and they prioritize themselves and their work. So encourage the people around you to do things they love that day, to take care of themselves, to drink that wonderful cup of tea, or take a moment to breathe throughout the day. Give yourself a gift. And this is something we learned in our Dare to Lead training last summer, the permission not to be perfect. So what a gift to give yourself on Feel Good Friday. You don't need to be perfect. And that goes year round. Remember, because of the work we do on Valentine's Day, we do not do traditional Valentine's parties. Please do not send Valentines into school with your students. It's something that can cause friction with kids, make students feel bad if they didn't get a Valentine from a special friend that they thought that they would get a Valentine from. So we really try to focus this week, instead of around that, around kindness, giving, and service. So join us in this Westgate tradition and share it with your family. It's enrollment time and it's coming, it's crunch time. So the intent to return to our current families is due today. Please fill that out. I think Rochelle is going to be putting that into, or Holly, into the chat. If you haven't done it already, please do it today. If not, you'll be getting phone calls from us and emails from us. If you've already done it, thank you so much. This helps us open up seats when families know they're moving out of state or moving to another school. We can then open up those seats during the lottery and help those families trying to get into Westgate secure their spot here. So applications for next year. So if you have friends who were like, oh, I'm thinking about applying to Westgate, they're due next Friday. The lottery is the best chance to get seats at Westgate. We have more applications than ever this year. We've been doing more tours, more shadow dates. The word has gotten out, and we're going to have quite a long wait list, even from the applications we have now. So tell your friends. If you have kinders coming in, get that application done so you get first priority, or if you have siblings, first priority in the lottery. So next Friday, it's very easy to fill that out. Everybody's done it. The 5 through 8 shadow days are happening now. So if you're a 5th through 8th grade parent, you may hear your students talking about this, that friends from other schools are coming in to see what Westgate is all about. They may be asked to be a student ambassador to welcome one of those friends in. Super exciting. So those are different kinds of days, and you may be hearing your kids talk about it. Lottery emails go out the following Friday, February 3rd. So if you have an application in for a sibling, a family member, you will get those emails on Friday, February 3rd. So it's an exciting and busy time here at Westgate. This month is School Board Appreciation Month. And I want to take a minute to thank our school board directors, Dan Obenhaus, Corey Arthur, Tina Hurls, Lauren Roybal, and Mario Eklund. This dedicated group of parents make all of the difference in our school. They keep their eyes on the horizon. They're thinking about strategic planning. Are our decisions always grounded in our mission and vision? They show up to community events. They lead our committees, like our events committees and SAC committee and grants committee, the finance committee. So these special volunteers really make a difference in Westgate Community School every single day. and over the next 5, 10, 20 years. So thank you so much for all you do. If you see one of these wonderful parents, please thank them for all they give to our school. And on that note, are you interested in being a board member? So we will be starting to do the applications and doing some of the recruiting to bring new people onto our wonderful board of directors. If you're interested, you'll be getting more information, but it is a 3-year term to the board. It's a volunteer position, and we greatly appreciate the volunteering that happens. Meetings are typically on Tuesday evenings, 1 to 2 a month. The call for applications is coming soon, and the election happens in April. Dan, is Dan on? Holly, do you see? Dan, do you have anything else that you want to say about being a board member or this process?
Yeah, sure. I'm Dan Ovenhouse. I'm the president of the board currently. So being a board member is a great way to connect with Westgate. It's how I decided to get deeper involved with Westgate 4 years ago when I joined the board or ran for the board. It is like a 10 to 15 hour a month commitment. As Sharon mentioned, we meet on Tuesdays regularly, once or twice a month. We do have 4 seats open at this election, so we want to get a really good pool of people to fill those 4 seats. We have a couple members who are done with their terms, their 3-year terms. One of them can't run again because she's Tina Harrells, who has 2 seniors this year, so they'll be leaving our school. We have another member whose 3-year term is up, and then we have a couple of seats that have gone unfilled because of other situations with last year's elections and things. We will have bios due by the 15th of March. I'll get information out on that through Holly and on the website in the next week. And then the election will be held April 8th through 14th. So we can announce on the 15th how the election came out. So that's kind of my little piece on that.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you so much. So please consider, or if you know someone who would just be great for the board, maybe give them a nudge. It's a wonderful way to really make a difference and a contribution to Westgate Community School. So thank you, and nudge those people. And last, it's book fair time. This is one of the exciting things that happens every single year. It's Scholastic Book Fair. It is next week. On Monday, we're doing it a little differently this year. The events committee has sort of refined what works best. So Monday is going to be preview day. And every class has signed up, and they're going to be able to walk through the book fair, write down lists of the books that they want, sort of take a look at everything. And so they preview that day, no purchasing except for after school. So I'll talk about that. Tuesday to Friday, all classes, advocacies have signed up for shopping time, and your teachers will let you know when your class is shopping time, what day and time it is, so your kids can bring their money with them or check whatever it is that you want to send. But after school, Monday through Thursday from 3:30 to 4:30, we have an open family shopping time. So students must be accompanied by an adult, but let's say, like many of our students, they come home with a list of 10 books they want, and you try to whittle that down and they just can't make a decision. You can come in with them and sort of take a look at the books if you haven't looked at them online, and shop with them after school. So it's a wonderful time. And so if your child happens to miss their shopping time for whatever reason, if they aren't feeling well or they have an appointment, you can come Monday through Thursday, 3:30 to 4:30 with them, and just pick them up in Carline Park, come on in, and you can look at everything and help them make decisions. There will be no access to the book fair during recess and lunch. So it's only going to be during their class shopping time and then that after school time. So keep an eye out for that and all of the information from your advocate. And I believe that's all my slides. Let me get out of this and we can answer any questions that you might have, any information that you need some clarity on. Nothing coming
I don't see any
through?
questions in the chat right now.
Okay. Thank you so much. We will continue to do these quarterly. Keep an eye out for more information through your advocate, through our newsletter, and through the events committee newsletter. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you.